Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special recipe for you because I know so many people who don't like to eat liver because they don't like the taste, but believe me, as soon as you try this recipe you will love it and you won't stop eating liver. As you know, liver is very good because it's rich in vitamin A and is also rich in iron. It's good for people with anemia. First thing we're gonna need is liver, of course. I have thin slices of liver. If you can't cut it too thin, make sure when you buy it, you can ask your butcher to do this for you. This will help them to cook fast. We'll also need plenty of coriander, parsley, finely chopped. Has to be very thin as well to get good in the marinade. Then we need garlic and ginger paste, but you can use fresh garlic. They will grate and make it as a paste. We'll need a little bit of vinegar to get rid of the bad smell of the liver, salt of course, and then some spices. We'll need coriander powder, turmeric, chili powder, cumin, ginger powder, sweet paprika, and pepper. Don't use too much of ginger because we already have the ginger paste there. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start marinating the liver. All right guys, we're gonna take a small bowl. We're gonna put the coriander, the ginger and garlic paste, and start adding our spices. Half teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon of coriander powder, quarter teaspoon of chili powder, quarter teaspoon of pepper, half teaspoon of paprika, gives a nice color as well, a little bit of ginger, and half teaspoon of cumin. Cumin gives it very nice flavor, so you have to be generous with cumin. The quantity I'm using is for half kilo or 1 kilo of liver. We're gonna add a little bit of salt as well and vinegar. We're gonna use vinegar instead of water to make the paste. It has to be a thick one because we don't want the liver to get too watery. We're gonna fry it later on, so just enough vinegar to have a thick paste like this one. Now we're gonna add the marinade to the liver and start giving it a nice massage, mixing very well to make sure all the marinade get mixed with the liver. That's why we don't have to wash the liver as well, because it doesn't have to be in contact with water, otherwise it loses its taste. That's it. Now it's done. We'll just cover it with a cling film and leave it to rest in the fridge for about half an hour or 1 hour. As much as you can leave it is best, but don't leave it more than 2-3 hours. Okay, now this is the next stage. We'll need some plain flour. We'll need some eggs, whisked very well, and some breadcrumbs. The step is very easy. We use this for chicken steaks. You just pass the liver in the flour. Make sure you get rid of excess flour. We're gonna put it in the egg, drain the excess of the mixture as well, and then finally put it in the breadcrumbs. Make sure you coat it very well and you tap on it to make sure the breadcrumbs stick to it, to every part. This is gonna give a nice layer for the frying process. We're gonna repeat this again. The flour, then the eggs, and finally the breadcrumbs. Just make sure, as you can see, just you tap every time you add the breadcrumbs. We're gonna continue with this till we finish all our quantity. Okay, now I finished all the liver. As you can see, they're nicely coated. Now we're gonna go to the frying. I'll put a little bit of oil in a large pan, let it to warm, and then I'll start layering the liver steaks. Just make sure the oil is not when you warm it the first time, has to be very hot, but then you have to reduce the heat to a medium heat because we don't want this to burn. We want it to cook from the inside. Once you see that from one side is starting to become gold, you can flip it over and cook it from the other side. And continue this process till we finish all the quantity we have. If in the meanwhile you see that the oil is reducing, you can add a little bit of oil. Put the cooker to a high level and then reduce it again, just to make sure that the oil doesn't go cold. I'm gonna start checking on it from time to time. I have a plate with some kitchen paper just to drain the excess oil. I'm usually a person that doesn't like frying things because for me they're less healthy, but for this recipe it's necessary to fry them. I try to put them in the oven and they don't taste the same, so you have to fry them. There's no other option. Alright, this is the final plate. I decorated with some salad leaves, some lemon slices on the top. I put a little bit of red onion and some coriander chopped. It's very nice to eat it like this. Just squeeze a little bit of lemon on the top and eat it. As you can see, the outside layer is very nicely fried. The liver itself is well cooked. It's not dry, as this is the main problem with liver. When you cook it on its own, it tends to dry. So just try to squeeze a little bit of lemon on it and give it a try. It's very nice, tasty. I do really like this recipe. That's why I wanted to share this video with you. So hope you guys like this video. If you did like it, please put a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends, and see you soon. Thank you guys. Bye.